Assalamu alaikum. I am Zoha Khan. I am a MBBS student from Lahore, Pakistan. Can a Muslim woman become a leader or a prime minister or a president of a country? What is Islam's view about it? There is no verse in the glorious Quran that I am aware of which says that a woman cannot become a head of state. But there are a hadith of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and it is mentioned in Sahih al-Bukhari, volume number 9, book of Fitan, chapter number 18, hadith number 7099. It is a hadith of Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, that when the Prophet, peace be upon him, heard that Persia had appointed the daughter of Khosrow as the queen or as their leader, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, never will a nation be successful whose leader is a woman. Now certain scholars, they say that this hadith, it refers to only the time of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It refers to a particular time, and that is the time of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Whereas the vast majority of scholars, they say that this hadith, it is general, and a woman, she cannot become the head of a state. Now let's analyze what are the pros and cons of a woman becoming a head of state in today's time. The first is that if a woman becomes the head of a state, and if she is ruling, for example, a Muslim country or a country wherein there are majority Muslims, the head of state, normally he leads the people in prayer. And a woman, she cannot be an imam or lead the people in prayer, because there are various positions in the salah. For example, the ruku, the sujood, etc. And if there are men praying behind the woman, so it will lead to distraction and disturbance. So a woman, she cannot be an imam and lead the men in prayer. The second is, if a woman, she is a head of state, she will have to deal and interact with other heads of states that are usually men. And many a times these meetings, they are held in closed doors. They are closed door meetings. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he clearly said that if a man and a woman are alone in a room, the third person is the devil. Islam does not allow intermingling of sexes. The third is that many a times the heads of state or a head of state, they have a lot of media exposure involving photography and videography. And the heads of state, they are in close proximity to each other, and they have to interact with each other. And many a times it may involve in handshaking. And a woman in Islam cannot shake the hand of a man. As our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that if a man touches a woman, that path will be in hellfire. So Islam does not allow intermingling of the opposite gender. The fourth is that if the woman, she becomes a head of state or a president or a prime minister of a country, she will have to deal and interact with the common people, that include the men and the women. The fifth is that there are various changes that take place in a woman. For example, the menstrual cycle, wherein her mental and physical state, it is not proper. So she will not be able to do the duties of a head of state. The sixth is that a woman, when she is pregnant, she requires a few months of rest. And during this period, she will not be able to do the duties of a head of state. And the seventh is that according to modern science, and there was a research done, wherein two psychologists of Canada, both of them they were women, and this was published in the New York Times, November 1988, that women, they have better verbal and vocal qualities when it comes to taking care of the children, when it comes to upbringing of the children. Whereas the man, he has better spatial qualities. For example, to think about the future, to think regarding a building, regarding a project, how it will turn out to be. And spatial qualities are very important for a head of state, for a prime minister, for a president. So woman, she has better verbal and vocal qualities, and where it comes to taking care of the children, where it comes to motherhood, she has a degree of advantage. And if a woman, she becomes a head of state, she cannot do the role of being a mother, taking care of the children, as well as the role of the head of state. So due to these various reasons that I've mentioned, Islam does not allow, or rather prohibits, a woman from becoming a head of state. And the hadith of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is clear, which says that a woman, a nation will not be successful whose leader is a woman, prohibiting a woman from becoming a head of state. But this does not mean that a woman, she cannot involve in decision making, in law making, etc. And we have the example during the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, wherein the people, they were disturbed, and the wife of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Salma, may Allah be pleased with her, she advised and supported our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And many a times the prime minister or the president, the people who are around him, they also play a key role in decision making and in taking decisions.